Coming up on the Sports Desk, the South Spartans baseball squad has been gelling all season long, but their bond goes well beyond what happens on the baseball diamond. Plus, Torrance Softball has been killing it week in and week out. We'll take a closer look at their roster and how their youth has been keeping them on track. And as always, we will get you all caught up on scores, highlights, and updates on Torrance's prep and JUCO sports scene. The Sports Desk is coming at you right now. How's it going, Torrance? Welcome to another week here on the Sports Desk. I'm your host, Collin Kushner. Hit me up on Twitter. That's at Collin Kushner. Then he picks video or anything sports related. I'm the man wearing makeup, and I like to occasionally sing on set, but let's talk some prep sports. We have a jam-packed show for you, so to the baseball diamond we go. Not literally, of course. The Bishop Montgomery Knights have been riding a new wave of success under first-year head coach Eric Fuller. The Knights capped off the regular season with 5 straight wins. Bishop getting a wild card bid against Windward. It's the first time since 2011 when Andy Marafino was head coach. The Knights will have a shot at jumping into the postseason pool of fun. Bishop has averaged just under 7 runs during their current 5-game win streak. Top 5, Bishop up 2-0. Liam Kent strikes out Luke Goldstein. Kent feeling it. Next batter, he's going to follow suit. Swing and a miss. You're out of there. Kent's second K in a row. An 8th of the game. Top 6, same score. Austin Cole on the mound. Cole, he walks the bases loaded. And then Austin Cole, trying to get out of a jam here, gets the punch out. Austin Cole. The Knights clinging to the 2-0 lead. Bottom 6, same score. Brendan Marafino on first and Liam Kent on third. Nick Martinez drives one into the outfield. Liam Kent scores. Bishop up 3-0. And top 7, 2 out. Nathan Draves on to close. Draves gets the strikeout. That's your ball game. Bishop outs Windward 3-0. So Bishop shuts out Windward, advancing to the first round of the CIF Division V Southern Section playoffs. Liam Kent pitches a gem on the mound and gets it done at the plate, driving in a run in the shutout victory. In Bishop's first-round match with Sierra Vista, Tim Beaver fans 5 Dons, and Brendan Marafino has an RBI in the extra inning dub. From there, the Knights advancing to the second round of CIF play for the first time in 4 seasons, taking on Hemet. To Bishop Montgomery High School we go. The last time Bishop made it to the second round, they lost to Oaks Christian 9-0. Top 2, no score. The runner on first tries to steal in the play to first base. He's out. Wow, what a play. Still 0-0. Top 3, the chopper to third base. And he's going to try and hustle that. The play to first, ooh. Corey Caldwell can't make the play. Runner advances. Still no score. Next play, the big hit for Hemet down the third base line. And 1 run's going to come in and score. And then the play to first, not in time. Hemet's going to tack on another. Bishop down by 2. Top 5th, runner tries to steal second, but unsuccessful. What a play. Bishop still down. Bottom 7, last chance. 2 strikes, 3 strikes. You know the drill. You're out. Bishop's Cinderella season comes to a close. So the Knights, despite the loss, seem to be a revived program. It marks the second time in the last 5 years Bishop has advanced past the first round. Over at Torrance, the Tartars have been red hot. They took some lyrics from that 1974 Kiss song, Hot, Hot, Hotter Than Hell. Anyways, Torrance has made the postseason 12 years in a row. Obviously, how could we ever forget last season's trip to the Southern Section Finals, where they defeated South for their first crown in the almost 100-year history of the school. The Tartars going up against St. Bonaventure in round 1 of the Southern Section Division IV playoffs, looking to begin another CIF championship run. The Tartar bats were non-existent in this one as St. Bonaventure keeps the Torrance offense at bay, only allowing 2 hits. The loss marks the first time since 2012 that the Tartars have not made it past the first round of Southern Section play. Out west, the Warriors, as I sang one of Foreigner's hits last week, finished off the regular season You're as cold as ice. West was able to get a wild card bid going up against Santa Fe. With a win over the Chiefs, West will jump into the playoffs for the 3rd straight year. West tattoos 10 runs and cruises by Santa Fe. Nathan Santiago cracks 2 hits and 4 ribbies, while his West buddy, Cody Whistler, tacks on 2 RBI of his own in the Southern Section wild card win. From there, the Warriors outlast Ramona in round 1, 4-3. Josh Height tosses 4+ innings, and Nathan Santiago cracks 4 ribbies in the 4-3 nail-biter. West looking to keep that momentum in round 2 against Anaheim. A Warriors win would put them in the Southern Section quarterfinals for the first time since '08. Bottom 1, Trevor Mallett triples. Nathan Santiago turns on the afterburners. Santiago comes in no problem. West up 1-0. Next batter, Cody the Whistler man Whistler hits a fly ball to center. Trevor Mallett, he's going to come home and score. Warriors up 2-0. Same inning, bases loaded, wild pitch. Josh Williams waves Daniel Enos home, and he's safe. West puts up 8 runs in the inning. Bottom 3, Josh Williams to the back wall, bases chucked. Next batter, Nathan Santiago says, hey, bro, I got you. He hits a line drive to the wall. 3 runners score. West extends their lead to 14-0. Bottom 5, Nathan Santiago with the hit to center field. Steven Guillen and Daniel Parr in for the score. West goes on to rout Anaheim 21-0. Yeah, the score of that West game is how it was when I played my brother in Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball 98 on N64. West advances to the quarterfinals for the first time since 2008 when they lost to El Toro 7-6. Meanwhile, down south, the Spartans didn't exactly finish off the regular season as planned with that loss to North, which happened to spoil their perfect record in league. Regardless, that's old news now. South getting ready to grow out their playoff beards for the 3rd straight season. And of course, how could we ever forget that trip to the CIF Finals last year where they fell to Torrance. South taking on Montclair in round 1 of the CIF Division IV Southern Section playoffs. South averaging over 5 runs in their last 2 first-round playoff meetings, which happened to both be wins. Bottom 2, South up 4-0. Kawika Hubble drives out in the outfield. 1-run scores. South up 5-0. A few batters later, Matt Mavrosakis, page in mission control. That's out of here. That's a 3-run bomb. Mavrosakis taking a nice trot home. South up 9-0. Bottom 3, bases loaded for South. David Ramirez drives that to left. Kawika Hubble, he tags up to third, and then the ball's gonna go past the third baseman, and then Hubble's gonna trot home. South up big, and they don't look back, taking down Montclair 13-4. The Spartans advance past round 1 of the playoffs for the 3rd straight year. On to round number 2. South squeaks past Troy 6-5. The Spartans advancing to the quarterfinals for the 2nd straight season and are just 2 wins away from a return to the CIF Division IV Southern Section Championship game. Now, as an athlete, there's no better way to honor a loved one than through the sport you play. Growing up, I played ice hockey and nothing else. My dad and I would travel all over Southern California and the United States. It was our special bond. I always thought he would be right by my side forever, but he was unfortunately diagnosed with ALS and passed away my junior year of college. After his passing, I decided to dedicate my final year of hockey in his honor. The game of hockey wasn't just a sport to us, but it was a connection and a bond that can never be broken. Now, right here in Torrance, the South Spartans baseball squad has come together to support one of their own through one of, if not, the toughest times of his life. Reporter Brittany Johnson has more.
The South High Spartans have discovered the keys to a successful season after winning the Pioneer League title.
Last year we only had 18 years. This time we have about 13, so we are definitely more matured and we are a lot stronger with pitching and hitting.
Let's go out and play as hard as we can and let the chips fall where they may. And they've kind of had that attitude here, and they've played some of their best baseball that they've played all year long.
And of course, what's great baseball without having something to play for?
This year we talked about playing for each other and Craig Brown and Chris Carmona, my friend and my dad, and then we were able to come through and get that win in Pioneer League title.
The Spartans lost a very special fan in the stands, but gained a new angel in the outfield. Taylor Carmona's father passed away recently, and the team decided to dedicate the 2015 season to their #1 fan.
It's hard coming to these games because he loved coming to these games, but it makes me so happy that we have all these people here supporting us and here for my brother, and this is my brother's place to get away from everything and to just have a good time. And it's nice knowing that this season's dedicated to my dad and he's still here with us.
Coach Grady expressed that although winning is great, this is more than just baseball.
We're pretty much a family first, and then we talked about, trying to play the game right, and that's secondary. But, these guys really are a really tight group, and, it's really them. It's really them that keep each other together.
Of course, let's not forget the new angel who watches over the South High Spartans.
Dad was watching over me playing, and I know he'd be proud of me, and it means a lot. It was a good day.
Brittany Johnson for the Sports Desk.
Thanks for that, Brittany. My thoughts and prayers are with the Carmonas during this difficult time. Remember to always cherish every second you spend with your loved ones because nobody knows how long they have on this earth. Now, let's switch gears and take a quick TV timeout. When we come back, the West Warriors softball squad looks to sneak into the postseason, but have a wild card date with San Marcos in their way. Don't even think about getting off the couch.
This new dad is picturing a tree house in the sky, but he's ignoring the instructions. Good luck, big guy. His kids know that he's building without a clue. Never been so good with nails and glue. Now we're trapped inside a box. I hope mom knows what to do. Mom! See, you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
The mom role is a lot easier when you have a script to follow. I learned that firsthand the day my son had a life-threatening allergic reaction or anaphylaxis. Anaphylaxis can happen when someone comes into contact with their allergic triggers. It can happen anywhere and at any time, so you have to do all you can to learn the signs and symptoms and know which allergens to avoid. Know your role by being prepared and learn what you can do to take action if anaphylaxis occurs. Learn more at anaphylaxis101.com.
Welcome back. Hit me up on Twitter. That's at Collin Kushner with any pics, video, or anything sports related here in the South Bay. What you said will make the show. The West Warriors softball squad, just like the baseball program, didn't finish off the regular season as planned. West lost their final 2 games at the hands of Torrance and South. Good thing is they received a nice invitation in the mail, giving them a wild card matchup with San Marcos. This is West's 3rd straight year with a wild card play-in. West won last year's wild card match 7-3. Let's see if the Warriors can make that 2 years in a row. Natalie Francis getting warmed up in the circle. Bottom 1, no score. Daisy Vafanua, Dublaze to center. Elise Umi and Mia Wyatt come in to score. West up 2-0. Top 2, 3-0 Warriors. Natalie Francis strikes out Kara Christian. Francis feeling it early. Bottom 2, same score. Bases chucked for the Warriors. Mia Wyatt with the hit. 2 runs come around to score. West up 5-0. Wyatt finishes the day with 2 hits and 2 ribbies. Bottom 3, the Warriors on top, 6-0. Abby Estrada hits a chopper and outruns it. What an effort by Estrada. A few batters later, Elise Umi, and she smokes that off the first baseman. 1 run scores. West up 7-0 and adds 4 more, demolishing San Marcos 11-1. Daisy Vafanua kills it for West with 3 hits and 3 ribbies in the dub over San Marcos. In West's next game with Temescal Canyon, the Warriors fall to We Are the Titans 8-2. West finishes up the 2015 season with an overall record of 15-14. Over at Torrance, the Tartars, well, they have all of the tools in the toolbox: pitching, hitting, defense, you name it, they have it. Now, it's playoff time. Torrance has made it to the playoffs every season since Don Glavich took over the program back in 2008. Torrance taking on Temple City in round 1 of the CIF Southern Section Division 4 playoffs. Torrance trying to avenge last year's first round loss to Highland. The first no score. Collin Kushner. Sister Christian, get out of town. That's over the white picket fence. It's a 3-run jack. Torrance up 3-0. Top three, same score. Marissa Moreno doing what she does best, striking out batters left and right. Moreno on fire. Bottom 4-3-1 Torrance. There's a single, and then Alyssa Loza runs home on the pass ball from third base. Torrance up 4-1. Same inning, same score. Brittany Jumelon grounds into the fielder's choice. Another run scores. Torrance up 5-1 and tacks on another to take down the Rams by a final of 6-1. The first round win over the Rams is the first time since 2012 Torrance has advanced to the second round of CIF Southern Section play. In round two, the Tartar Bats do some damage against Oak Hills. CC DaCosta goes yard twice. Caitlin's sister Christian goes yard in. The cherry on top is Marissa Moreno's 8 strikeouts in the 7-4 win. Torrance advances to the quarterfinals for the first time since 2011. So Torrance has been having plenty of success, but when you look at their roster and try to see how many seniors they have, well, don't, because they have none. Even with no seniors in the roster, it hasn't slowed down the Tartars just one bit. Reporter Scott Cook has that story for you.
When it comes to high school sports, lineups are always changing. Each year, teams lose their veteran senior players to graduation, and coaches hope that incoming freshmen can replace their spots. But for the Torrance Tartars softball squad, that's not the case. The Tartars don't have any seniors on their team. That means they won't lose any players to graduation.
It's always nice knowing that you got a bit of a future still left with a team too like this, but you know, there's definitely advantages to not having any seniors.
I actually think it's an advantage for us. Having a young squad is obviously really good for us because we have potential for the future. And our juniors are really good at stepping up and being great leaders and pretty much are upperclassmen for us.
Despite the lack of seniority on their team, the Tartars have no shortage of leadership.
We have our 2 captains, Jade and Caitlin. They do a very good job at leading us. They make sure we're pumped before the game, and they're always making sure that we're ready to go.
I feel like if you're a leader, then you'll be a leader as a freshman, as a sophomore, junior, and a senior. Some people are just born to be leaders, so it doesn't matter what grade level you are.
The Tartars underclassmen had no problems this year. They finished the season with a record of 22-9 and won the Pioneer League by going 9-1 in league play.
We're just taking one game at a time, making sure we do our jobs and make sure we get the little things done. And once we do that, we should come out on top.
We're just trying to get through this year. Hopefully, we still got 4 more games this year to play, and you know, obviously, it's good to know that all these folks are going to be back next year too. As
well as the Tartars did this year, their expectations for next year are even higher.
I think they're even higher than this year. With all the experience that we've gotten this year, I think we have the potential to be really, really great next year. So we have really high expectations for our team next year.
From Wilson Park, I'm Scott Cook, reporting for the Sports Desk.
Thanks for that, Scott. Up north, the Saxons at one point this season won 10 straight games, but then lost 2, only to find their groove again with 2 crucial wins to close out the season. North has made the postseason 11 years in a row, taking on Buena. The Saxons haven't lost in the first round of the CIF Southern Section playoffs since 2013. Let's pick it up in the bottom of the 6th. North down 5-2. Rachel Sandoval with a chopper, and she brings up Megan Romero. North down by 2, same inning, same score. The Saxons bring up 2 more runs. We're all tied up at 5. And then to extras we go. Lexi Sargent, she singles in Veronica Garcia. That's her walk-off game winner. There are the head pats, giving her some love as North comes all the way back for the dub. North moves past the first round for the 2nd year in a row, but in round 2, their luck runs out as they fall to El Segundo 5-2. The Saxons fall just short of their 2nd consecutive trip to the CIF Southern Section quarterfinals. Now, here in the United States, presidents have been honoring teams and athletes at the White House on their accomplishments for quite some time now. Right here in Torrance, Mayor Patrick Fury and the rest of the Torrance City Council recognized one of Torrance's own softball programs for their 2nd straight Torrance National Tournament banner. Brittany Johnson has more for you.
It's nice to be recognized for all the hard work the girls put in. They really do sacrifice a lot.
Sacrifice is the name of the game if you want to win back-to-back Torrance National Tournament titles like these ladies.
Feels really good, especially for the 2nd year in a row. It just shows that all our hard work has paid off. During preseason, we didn't look as good as we played this year, so it was kind of iffy. But once the season started, we really came together as a team, and I think that tournament showed that all our hard work was paid off.
Mayor Fury agrees. These back-to-back champs deserved a certificate, and in return, the Saxon softball team awarded the mayor the game ball.
My team and I would like to present this ball to our Honorable Mayor Fury, and it is our game-winning ball.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Brittany Johnson for the Sports Desk.
Thanks for that, Brittany. Mayor Fury getting the game ball. Now that's boom sauce. All right, everybody, it's time for a quick boom sauce break. When we come back, it's time for the sauciest plays of the month and my weekly rant. Get comfy and, of course, get your popcorn ready.
Did you know used motor oil never wears out? It just gets dirty. Motor oil and filters can be recycled and used again. So don't dump it, recycle it. With nearly 30 locations in Torrance, we make it easy to recycle. For a list of certified used oil collection centers, visit recycletorrance.org. Doing it yourself is great, but what do you do with your old or leftover paint? Easy. Recycle it. Just go to paintcare.org or head to these stores in Torrance. Help care for the environment. For more information or locations, go to paintcare.org or recycletorrance.org.
Welcome back. Hit me up on Instagram. That's the SportsDesk TV, where you will see some sweet pics and video from your South Bay prep sports scene. Over on the track, some of Torrance's own taking part in the CIF Southern Section track and field finals at Cerritos College. Bishop Montgomery's Tessa Allen ties for first place in the Division IV girls high jump, and South Torrance's Kimberly Kosha finishes 7th in the Division II 1600 and 3rd place in the 3200. All right, everybody, remember, I want to hear from all of you, hashtag the SportsDesk fans. Hit me up on Twitter with any cool pics and video, or feel free to give me a shout if you just want to chat about sports. That's at Collin Kushner using the hashtag the SportsDesk, and of course, hashtag BoomSauce. A big thanks to everyone who sent me pics and video from around town, starting it all off from at WHS Varsity Baseball, at Collin Kushner. Loved your song As Cold as Ice, hashtag BoomSauce, and hashtag Let's Go Warriors. Those smiley face emojis are pretty awesome too. I'm glad someone appreciated my rendition of Foreigners As Cold as Ice. Also from at David Stern 17 and at WHS Varsity Baseball, hooking us up with an Nathan Santiago 3-run double from West's big wildcard win over Santa Fe. Whoop, whoop. Now that is awesome. Look at that. Nice little cell phone footage for you. Good deal. I absolutely love it when you send in pics and video. It just makes the show that much saucier. Speaking of sauce, yeah, you guessed correctly. It's time for your sauciest plays of the month. We covered plenty of action here in the South Bay, and boy, were there some exciting performances and plays. From this point forward, my #1 sauciest play of the month will get hooked up with a free large pizza of your choice. Big thanks to Papa John's on PCH and Anza. So without further ado, Ken, Josh, Cassie, let's get a drum roll. Ken is the only one participating. It's time for your sauciest plays of the month. Let's go. Play number 5. Torrance's Kevin Gonzalez. He's going to get set up nicely by his teammates. Boom. That's nice, and they're celebrating too. Play number 4. Bishop's Dom Johnson. He lays down the boot. I think that's French. Johnson running gun in, slides in safely. What an effort by Johnson. Play number 3. This is Jadar Solanian, and this is what she's going to do. Whoop! That's out of here. Into the night sky. Beautiful sunset over at Wilson Park. Wow, what a shot. Play number 2. South's Corey Cooch. The diving play, and that goes to the point. Let's take another look. Cooch dives and extends kind of Superman-esque, and that goes over. What an effort. Play number 1. North's Ricky Morelos drives that into center field, and Eddie Zavala with the arm, and he guns down Morelos at first. What a play. Either Zavala has a great arm or Morelos is just really slow. Let's take another look. Guns him down, and whoop! Wow! Those are your sauciest plays of the month. Woo! Now those were some boom saucy plays. Congrats to Eddie Zavala from Torrance High on being the inaugural winner with our new partner, Papa John's Pizza. Eddie, hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, or even email to pick up your certificate. Guess what? It's time for another great weekly rant where I pick any big topic in sports and give you my personal opinion. Domestic violence is never okay. I don't care if you're an athlete, a doctor, or the king of your country. It's just not okay. Now, over the course of this year, we have seen numerous cases, Ray Rice and Adrian Peterson, just to name a few. Now, Ray McDonald has been the latest in what has given the NFL another black eye. The Chicago Bears signed Ray McDonald knowing full well about his past, but they made it pretty clear that there would be a zero-tolerance policy. Time wasn't wasted as the Bears released McDonald immediately. Bears players and general manager Ryan Pace reacted to the situation. Player Kyle Long tweeted, "Good riddance." And GM Ryan Pace said, "We believe in second chances, but when we signed Ray, we were very clear what our expectations were if he was to remain a Bear. He was not able to meet the standard, and the decision was made to release him." I rarely say that the NFL and even the teams get it right, because most of the time, they really don't. But this time, they were spot on. Just because you make millions doesn't make you above the law. What are your thoughts on how the Bears handled the situation? Well, hit me up on Twitter and we can chat. All right, everybody, that's going to close the books on another week here on the Sports Desk. As always, we are available on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you just feel like saying hi, you can do that as well. A big reminder, ALS, otherwise known as Lou Gehrig's Disease Awareness Month, is almost over. ALS is very near and dear to myself and everybody here at CitiCABLE. Here's how you can help shut out ALS. Go to www.alsa.org for more info on how you can help those who are suffering with this terrible, terrible disease. I'd like to give a special shout out to two of my dear friends, Jeff and Maggie, on their wedding. You both are awesome. Take it easy, Torrance. We'll catch you next time.